Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Terra Invicta 1.0, which came out, I guess, earlier today as of this recording. It is a game that I've been honestly a little terrified of opening, but I figure I like Hooded Horse, I like the games they publish, and I liked the Long War, so I figured I'd give this a shot. So for those of you that do not know, it is kind of one part 4X, one part World Sim, one part a lot of other things, designed by the developers of the extremely popular XCOM mod, The Long War. That more or less is a, rallying humanity to deal with and counteract an alien invasion or an impending alien invasion. I don't know much beyond that, but I've heard incredibly good things, and I've been meaning to give it a shot, and so 1.0 seems like a good time. There's mod support. I like that. We're not going to be playing with anyway. We're also going to be playing on the minimum possible difficulty, at least for the faction, Forgiving, because I don't know. I've heard people have put hundreds of hours into this game and haven't finished it. And so it's one of those where I think the only way I can actually possibly do this is if I... Oh, can I do a customized campaign? Oh, I might have to look into this. Yikes. I really appreciate the fact that they have all these settings. So what are the differences? Research rate, alien progress rate, global mine productivity rate. So it seems like it increases the national investment rate and the research rate. Anything else? No. Okay. Disable difficulty related achievements. Okay, so we're just going to play this on accelerated Forgiving and go from there. And yeah, we got the tutorial on. Normally I shy away from tutorials just because it can take up a whole video, but this game seems long and complicated enough that I think we're going to need it on. I know it's one of those where I could potentially pre-play with a tutorial, but I always just stumble over my feet on that. So we're just going to have a guided tour on this game and see how it goes. I'm here to signal boost, not be a master of this. I know, sometimes I have to take kind of the realistic approach of just oh god, I think this game might be too big for me. But as a guy who signal boosts indie games, it feels like I should signal boost the coolest ones. Even if they're not usually in my wheelhouse.
We remember the day the stars answered. The day we learned we were not alone. As a familiar sun rose on an unfamiliar universe, some of us saw wondrous possibility, and others existential danger. The astronomers had insisted that the bright streak in the sky was no natural phenomenon. Most of us didn't really believe them until it burned through our atmosphere and crashed in a remote region, leaving only wreckage and uncertainty. In our ignorance, we fractured, taking refuge in our most primal emotions. Each of us saw what we wanted to see. Everyone loves heroes, depends on them, to save us from evil, lead us through darkness. Problem is, real heroes are always ignored. What no one understands is that being shot at is easy. The hard part is convincing someone they're drowning before it's too damn late.
Okay, tutorial launched. Welcome to... Oh boy, there's a lot of words. Okay, tutorial. This is the beginning of a standard campaign of the game at the difficulties you selected. So tutorial objectives and interface tutorials. Cool. UFO crashes on Earth. An alien vessels crashed on the Lanzhou region. Alien vessels crashed in the Lanzhou region in China. While the wreckage is unrecoverable, we suspect an alien lifeform escaped into the surrounding countryside.
Greetings, Commander. I am pleased to report the Council has appointed you leader of our organization. I am Fiona Ayawade, your Chief of Staff. While most of the world is reacting with fascination at the arrival of an alien species on Earth, we represent a small group who believes the aliens' crash landing and disappearance may signify a potential threat. We intend to build an international organization capable of investigating and, if necessary, combating any danger aliens may pose.
I recommend we send a counselor to investigate the crash site in the Lanzhou region as soon as possible. Are other counselor may be used to gain influence in nations that may be able to contribute resources to our cause.
Our council is made up of some of the Earth's best and brightest. They are capable, connected, and standing by for your orders.
So, faction's primary way of interacting with the situation on Earth. Counselors can perform missions to expand our influence in Earth's nations, protect our interests worldwide, and investigate the alien arrival. Periodically, the game will enter mission assignment phase, which all factions will secretly assign their counselors to missions. Missions may target nations, control points, space facilities, and other counselors. After the mission assignment phase, missions will be resolved in a fixed sequence. Following the days and weeks, defensive missions will generally resolve before missions that are offensive in nature. While some missions are automatically successful, many are contested and require a success roll. After all counselors have been assigned, click Confirm Assignments. You now can advance time forward.
If we truly face the threat of invasion, we need to start organizing now. We are going to need global cooperation on a never-before-seen scale. I recommend we start tasking our counselors with gaining support in strategic positions of power across the globe.
Control points represent key nodes of political and economic power in a nation. They grant access to the nation's resources, control over its national priorities, and in some cases, command one or more armies. Each nation has between 1 and 6 control points. The amount corresponds to the size of the nation's economy. Initially, all control points are neutral, but expect factions to target them early in the campaign. Neutral control points may be acquired by the Control Nation mission. Purge seizes control points from other factions. Control points in more powerful nations will be harder to acquire in all cases. Rightmost control point in the nation panel, called the Executive Control Point, also grants access to the set national policy mission, which allows initiating wars, forming alliances. Okay.
Reports are still coming in, but it is clear that an alien object has crashed down on the planet. We should send a counselor to investigate the site as soon as possible.
Okay, welcome to Terra Invicta. Oh boy, there's so much. So this is the UI. Click the intro tutorial icon for intro of the UI. I think I'm kind of good.
Information about our currently selected counselor appears in the bottom right of the screen.
Alright, we're going to equal parts skip ahead and then skip very ahead and then backwards. So I played for like an hour of this game and was severely lost. I'm still lost. However, I know more now that I've put an hour in, so I figured I'd actually reload to this first save and see what I can do with it. So I've got 2 characters. They have a different...
Where do you need me?
They have a slew of different abilities that can kind of manipulate a country, nation, or otherwise. But first and foremost, we should probably actually hire a person. Let's recruit a new dude. So we can get an astronaut, we can grab, okay, this is the same crew. I think this guy was pretty good. They're a diplomat, they've got a personality of 7. And they're cheap, they only require 30 influence. Other thing I should look at, okay, we don't have any orgs, so we don't, well, we have orgs, but we can't get any of these. These are effectively like equipment for the characters. They can manage a certain amount of organization, seems like 3 and then 6. And they'll give different stats. However, let's see. We'll just go to her. Here we go. Oh, so we can actually snag some of these, maybe, if we wanted to. So Speaker Extraction, for example, would increase our monthly money, influence, and science incomes. I think it was science. Yeah. I guess that boosts their science stat. But it costs 370, which I only have 200, so I can't get that one. So we could get this one, which reduces my income but gives me more influence, gives me extra unity, and gives me defense against hostile takeovers. We have Liberty Investigations, which gives extra investigation and espionage stats to this character, as well as a little bit of income. Yeah, so these aren't particularly good. I think I might want to wait for something that gives a bigger income boost. The Research Associates would be nice, but it is expensive. So I'm thinking we go for Speaker Extraction or wait for other things to pop up. This could be useful if I wanted to give it to this guy, but as a spy, I believe he cannot manage any orgs. Yeah, 0 to 0. So right, because it's based on your administration stat. So she's pretty good at administration, can handle 3. He's even better, can handle 6. So things I'm going to ignore for now. For the moment, yeah, we've got 3 people that we can send out. We want to control a nation, which obviously that sounds kind of dark. Oh, right, I'm on the wrong side of this. But, like, oddly enough, this isn't really XCOM. This is a grand strategy game that has kind of XCOM vibes. So what we want to do is find a foothold in some of these countries that we can potentially, like, push into and influence. Do I have a 60? No, it's a 62% chance in Switzerland. So Switzerland's pretty open to being influenced at the moment. So sure, I'm going to send her off to Switzerland, and we can spend extra resources, influence, in this case, to be able to boost our chances. Part of the reason why I want to go for some of these is... Okay, so extra investment points per month, and then research. Take a look at this one. So this one gives us extra info. Ooh. I actually really like going for Belgium. So let's see if I can boost my chances of getting into Belgium. I can spend my influence points. This is fine. And once we get even a bit of a foothold,
bringing them on board.
It gets a lot easier.
Ready for my mission.
Let's take Flores.
Ready for orders.
So Flores has an even higher chance of going in here. We could also chuck him into Brussels, but I think we just give him like 2 influence points and go on Switzerland, probably. I mean, either that or we go all in on this one. But I don't know if it actually lets me do a double prong entry point. So yeah, let's go for Switzerland. That gives us a bit of a bonus.
Your orders.
And then... Okay, here's the crash site. So we want to have this guy... investigate alien activity.
Headed there now.
Okay, cool. And we're just going to let them go. Okay. So we've assigned our counselors. At this point, I do not...
researchers are asking for your guidance in directing their efforts.
So we have research now. Okay, so this is the next thing that we can do research-wise. I've got to work through this again. So we've got 3 different technologies that are running simultaneously. Interestingly enough, unlike other like 4X games, whenever any research is completed, everybody gets access to it. I think. Let's see. Where does it say? It said it somewhere. So we're contributing to this research, so it seems like this might take a while.
Our current counselors are stretched thin.
Okay, I've built the council. So we're investing one half of my current science income into We Are Not Alone. I can actually split it, so it's a quarter of all of my research gets pumped into each of these. It's not going to be huge, but it gives me a little bit. Otherwise, I can actually just say, screw it, we don't actually care about any of these. I'm just going to focus on my own stuff and let effectively the NPC factions handle this instead. I think there is a merit to contributing to a research, but I forget what it is. I guess we can check. Because yeah, the faction that contributes the most research will be able to select what's investigated next. Oh, contributing research also grants the chance that a faction will unlock projects related to that tech. Okay, so in that case, we actually do want to go a little bit into everything. And we'll slowly chip our way through audience research. We'll get more as we go. It's not like this is huge. But I figure I might as well contribute just to potentially unlock new technology. Okay, anything else? I think we're good. So we can let this fly for a while. I like it how regular speed is like real time. I can't imagine playing this game real time. I think I'd lose my mind. Okay, so UN Security Council meets. Has met to discuss the alien arrival. Unfortunately, the hope for a show of international unity did not materialize with China. Russia and the US, with China, Russia, and the US accusing each other of hiding knowledge about the alien crash, preventing full access to the site. We have an opportunity to shape events to our advantage and make our case directly to the nations of the world. However, with the eyes of the world on these meetings, our counselor's risk of exposure to our enemies is extremely high. I'm gonna go quietly steer I think. Or do we want to just do Manifesto of the World? I think so. We've already got a decent amount, or we don't actually have that much influence, and having a ton means that I can potentially take more of the world faster.
They are here to cleanse our sick world. The aliens are our saviors, and all who oppose them are enemies of the future.
So they're freaky cultists. We don't like them.
We believe we can join them as brothers and sisters if we only convince them we are worthy.
I'm not sure if I trust them, but good enough. Okay, new project available. Let's see. So we can make a climate lab, but we don't have access to any space stuff. So select a management team. We may now recruit our faction's management team. As we stand up resistance operations, we're selecting our internal management team to help oversee our affairs. We're gathering personnel from a variety of disciplines. Your direction will emphasize a particular specialty. So our monthly influence income increases by 3. So that'd be this one. It could be scientists and engineers. Research income increases by 15. Officers and operators, let's see, gives me a bunch of ops, so combat, and unlocks select advisory team, or financiers and investors, gives us money. Our money right now is not great, but I think I'm going to go for science.
Recon complete.
Okay, I've learned some useful information from my investigation of the UFO crashdown site in China. We'll receive a small bonus to our xenology research going forward. Okay, take me
We
there.
have found something, Commander.
Despite heavy security, we're able to obtain surveillance records of the crash site, as well as a small quantity of debris. Should have a project ready for research shortly, and we also gain some extra resources. Okay. So when it becomes available, complete the Alien Signatures project. Okay. So, I think I'm going to finish this first, because I could change this project to Alien Signatures. I mean, honestly, let's actually go for that, it'll be faster.
We still lack support.
Ooh. Critical failure. Ouch.
Our supporters are in place.
Okay. We got into
As
Brussels,
we
which is
expand
the
our
one we care about.
operations, we will soon need the support of a large nation. Our
Okay, so
counselor has gained the support of people in key positions of power in a nation. We should consider what our priorities are for that nation.
Okay, so control mission, control nation mission success. Let's
Wrapping up here.
take her there. I don't think it's quite it. Oh, I should have just had her repeat, shouldn't I? So yeah, we have an inn in Belgium, at the very least. So if I do direct investment, I can spend influence points on these if I want to. So this would give me extra money per year, which is tempting. But I think we're just going to leave it. I probably should have just had her continue. Oh, council. We can also recruit a new person. So, well, we want to look for, let's see, we have an executive. Pretty good stats across the board. Decent. Oh, and they come with incomes. So they've got a 15 influence income. They've got nothing. Their influence in money. I do like this this executive guy. He does cost a lot of influence, which is a little rough, but he'll pay for himself in 6 months, which is worth it. Okay, so what are they good at? So they can control nation, inspire, crackdown. They can purge, not well, but they can. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab them. Okay, and then we just have to do our next mission phase. Okay, one humanity. The growing realization that we're not the sole sapient species in the universe is causing many to see their fellow humans in a new light, leading two hopes that we can overcome our capacity for strife to address the alien arrival as one people. Okay, so we've got characters. Still waiting for the next phase. So enemies are planning, and now it's me. So we are going to have her... Okay. Supporters in Bangladesh. Okay. I'm going to fully admit this. I never actually took geography in school. I realized that this sounds kind of weird for this, but I'm going to struggle a little bit.
Bringing them to our side.
Finding...
I'm here.
Okay. So they're working on that.
Reporting in.
I'm going to struggle
Ready for
a
orders.
little bit finding some of these places. I know Bangladesh is over here. Okay, here? So, not in a good spot for Bangladesh. Or do they mean, well, there's Bhutan. Bhutan would be easy. They don't have much going on, though. Yeah, so... Well, I wouldn't mind... Well, actually, wow, this whole area is looking kind of good. Okay. Oh, completed the Change a Nation's Priorities objective. Directing the priorities of a nation. Huh. Didn't mean to do that. So, Laos is looking really easy to work for. Well, let's take a look at this guy. What are they going to be good at? Because we could have this guy work on, like, Laos and Cambodia. And Myanmar. Like, this area is actually looking pretty accessible. Nepal, Bhutan. Okay. I looked up some basic information. One thing that was recommended was that if you largely focus on countries that only have like 2 slots, it's a lot easier to keep and control them. So in that case, yeah, do we want to chuck this guy into Myanmar? If I give him like 1 point,
Taking control.
he's
Ready
in a
to
good
go.
spot. Yeah, at some point I'm going to want to figure out how to purge enemies. I could take North Korea. I don't know about North Korea. Let's see about Vietnam.
Bringing them on board.
They'll start taking this area. Okay. So, work on Switzerland, work on Belgium. I know we're going to have enemies in the area, but mostly goal is to just have as much influence as I can in these specific zones. Oh, the other thing I should look at.
Is complete.
Do we have anything new? No, it's the same.
We've gained significant support.
Okay. So, I might as well just do a repeat mission.
Got our people in place.
Or maybe not. He's going to want to repeat.
Our presence is growing.
I'm going to say
We're
continue.
taking over.
Okay. So,
The dreamer in me wants to believe it would bring a golden age of advancement and prosperity for all mankind. But I'm a realist. I know better. Any race advanced enough to find us would be advanced enough to end us, likely without even regarding us. Commander Fiona Ayawade, NATO Symposium on First Contact.
so this has unlocked new technologies for us to research, and we've also unlocked clandestine cells, which lets me get another counselor. Okay. Open control point with good boost income in Kazakhstan. It's good for our space program. So one of the bits of advice I saw is that you cannot control a executive slot if you do not already have a foothold in one of these countries. So we actually kind of want to ignore that section for a bit. Let's see. So I could go to Bosnia. Let's see. Portugal actually is looking kind of available, as is Ireland. Some of these are a little bit more expensive than others. Otherwise, we can start poking at Denmark. What does Denmark get us if we have one of these? So funding, but a lot of research and more investment points. Yeah, because I'd like to get my income higher. It's Czechia or Vienna, Austria. They're all kind of the same-ish. So I could put like 8 points in. Yeah, I'm going to put 8 points in. Let's see if we can... Well, do we want to go for Austria? I think, unfortunately, a lot of Europe is 2 slots. Yeah, I think what I'm going to run around and
We'll be running this place in no time.
is see if I can specifically snag a bunch of these 2-slot countries. Before anybody else can.
Putting our people in place.
Yeah, I shouldn't have had this guy continue, but whatever. We'll just take all of Myanmar. Let's see. So research-wise, we're slowly working on alien signatures, which is fine. We're just going to contribute to all of these. Yeah, we don't have anything that I can do, because the Academy has the ISS, they have Tiangang orbit, can't do much with that. These are the nations I have access to. Which, oh, we can actually see what their stats are. Okay, so let's... How do I change priority? I think I'm going to switch it. So we're putting more effort into unity and welfare. Boost that up. Let's see. Gonna leave those there. I'll have to figure out some of this placement later. So other thing that I want to look at is you might be able to upgrade augment. Okay, so we can increase their attributes if we want to. So gain affluent trait, increase their income. Connected. Income. Let's see. Persuasion in nations where knowledge is less, but less unity for our control points. Unity provide... Okay. So some of these are actually pretty good. I think I'm going to give this guy espionage. And affluent. So the reason why I want to give them espionage is I kind of want to put them in a position where this guy starts going around and actually starts wiping out enemies. Okay. Looks like I can actually do this with a number of these characters. If they have a decent amount of experience. This guy's got 55. So affluent street unifier. Streetwise. And survivor. Interesting. So maybe it's based on their apparent loyalties. Something is changing how these stats values are. We can also gain trait government and untouchable. Okay, ooh. So this org is pretty cheap and gives us 18 science income. Yeah, I think I'm going to give them the Capella interactive at the very least. Let's see. Do you want to grab affluent? Yeah. And then I think I'm going to just give them, I'm just going to work on getting their persuasion up really high. So this guy does not have as much. I mean, honestly, it's going to sound silly, but I think I'm just going to keep working on boosting persuasion. Okay, new project available. That'll get us our 5th person eventually.
Our presence is growing.
Okay, so we now control
Our
Myanmar
presence
completely.
is growing.
We're
And most of
taking over.
Switzerland.
Our presence is growing.
Alright, so I'm just gonna hit those, and we have an alien ship detected, but we can't do anything about it.
The trick is not to look directly
Okay,
at
and
what you're trying
Skywatch.
to see. Offset your focal point somewhere to the side of where you think you notice the movement. At night, the center of your vision doesn't work as well as during the day. I won't try to explain the science to you. What matters is you see whatever is out there before they see you. Colonel Hans Castillo, advising conscripts in Colombia.
Okay, so allows all factions to track alien vessels and structures that are inside the orbit of Saturn, immediately reveals all alien vessels and habitats within our detection range. Unfortunately, we can't do much with that. But we have completed alien signatures. So there's no doubt extraterrestrial life has touched down on Earth, and many questions we have regarding its origin, its species, and its intent will have to wait. All that matters now is finding it. By cross-referencing reports of unusual events in the vicinity of the landing site with similar data from our global intelligence network, we've developed a tracking system able to reliably identify disappearances most likely resulting from alien activity.
Commander, we appear to have an alien on the loose.
Okay, so our studies of the crash site have determined that a motile sapient life form survived the crash and moved with purpose into nearby wilderness. We have no footage of the creature, nor any further sighting reports. Worryingly, however, we're receiving reports of strange occurrences in nearby communities, including disappearances of both animals and people. So far, we have no hard evidence that these events are related to the alien arrival, but should our agents detect concrete evidence of abductions, we should investigate immediately. Okay, so we should go surveil that location. And research alien origin, but we need Deep System Skywatch before it can get access to that. So our research division has been studying the fragments of the debris our counselor recovered from the crash site. The volume of material is very small, but our researchers have nevertheless drawn some important conclusions. The debris is made of some kind of metallic alloy that's unusually hard and strong. The systems with properties that do not fully match anything that human engineering can produce. Several of our researchers suspect that some fraction of the substance may be extrasolar in origin. However, we have definitely established that the majority of the mass of the debris bears the unique signature of our solar system's formation. In all likelihood, the ship was built somewhere within the orbit of our sun. So the aliens have at least one base of operations within or very close to our solar system. Locating it would be a very valuable intelligence windfall. Okay, the more we learn about aliens, the more our science teams are coming to feel that we're not as behind technologically as we initially feared. The alien designs are far more advanced than ours, and material science is particularly impressive, but the alien equipment seems, for the most part, compatible with our own scientific understanding. We can gain access to some examples of alien technology. Our research division believes that they should be able to reverse engineer them. I recommend you select a small and vulnerable alien target that we can swiftly overwhelm, enabling us to loot the field and withdraw before the aliens can respond. So we've got to engage with an alien facility, landed UFO, habitat, warship, or army. Okay, so what do I want to work on? Clandestine cells is going to take a while, so let's probably work on audience research for the time being. Okay, and then I think we're just waiting for a little while yet. Okay, so for starters, I think it's time for me to start purging instead. So what we're looking for is this. So we could go specifically into Slovenia and purge a vulnerable academy legislature spot. Wow, they've really set up in Norway, haven't they? I don't know. Can I actually check? It's not nations. So I'm gonna have to look at that. Intel? Intel. Okay, so we can see all of the other factions. Unfortunately, we know next to nothing about any of them. However, we do not really like the servants at all. I think I'm gonna leave the academy alone for the time being. At least until they have some kind of overt reaction to me. What we're looking for... What we're looking for is enemies that I can actually wipe out. Surprisingly, we're not finding many, so I might actually have to rethink this and start purging later. Yeah, these guys are there, but we don't know about the initiative at all and what their deal is. I wanted to see if I can specifically bully the people that want to give in to the aliens, because it seems like they're going to be my biggest foe. 2% purge chance on that one, though. Ouch. Yeah, alright. Scratch that. Looks like we're going to go back to just spreading influence more than anything else. Okay. Yeah, the problem is getting into China is going to be a nightmare. Let's see. They've done Mongolia. Set up in Nepal. Yeah, Kabul, Afghanistan. Tajikistan. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to focus on Europe just because it feels like they probably have better incomes. So maybe we do that. Do I want to go for Montenegro? Toss him a point just for a small bonus. Do we even need it? Toss him 2 points would make it almost
We'll bring
guaranteed.
this nation to our side.
Your orders?
Yeah. Let's see. Czechia, Austria.
Bringing them on board.
Ready for my mission.
At your service.
Let's see. So I've got a point on Slovakia, but I don't need to rush it. Yeah, do I want to get Czechia? Maybe. I think we're probably going to get more from Copenhagen. So let's boost that up
We'll
to an
bring
80.
this nation to our side.
Reporting in.
Okay. And I'll snag Bangladesh while I'm here.
Putting our people in place.
Okay, next order of business, council. Anybody have barely any experience, unfortunately. Yeah, there's just the information group. There are some new ones. But a lot of these require influence that I do not have. Because yeah, there's like the Gemini Fund. Delta Force. Canadian Security Intelligence Service. Huh. Would cost me money but give me stats. Interesting. I think we're just going to ignore it for now. Leave it there. Let's see. So we now have Military Science Lab as a project that I can work on. Okay. Our adversaries have conducted a crackdown on our aristocracy control point in Laos. It's vulnerable to the Purge mission and will not receive benefits from it. We've identified the Protectorate is behind the operation. Rude.
We've gained significant support.
Okay, so...
We've gained significant support. We're taking over.
We've gained significant support.
pretty good.
The Surat al-Baqarah teaches that in the creation of heaven and earth, a wise people may find the signs of Allah. Let us heed those words and join together as we take our search into the stars. Director Khalid al-Ashgar from his khutbah at the first conclave of Muslim astrophysicists.
So we have deep space propulsion concepts, orbital shipbuilding, outpost habs, space tourism. Unfortunately, yeah, still don't really have too much access to any of those. Oh, I get to choose this one this time, I suppose. Shit, I don't know. Deep System Skywatch, I think. Because yeah, that was one of my, like, slight objectives to head for. And it seems vaguely worthwhile. Okay.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Oh, it's not my turn yet. They snuck into Switzerland. When they pull that off. So we could dump a ton of influence into trying to purge them from Switzerland. Which is an option. It's not a terrible one, but it is kind of low on the list. I think it's better that I rather than try and fight too much, I just try and take as many locations as I can.
Establishing control.
Especially if I don't
Ready
have
for my mission.
that much.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Standing by for orders.
What's the up?
Okay. Eight influence. Yeah, it
Putting
should
our
be
people
fine.
in place.
Your orders?
So, they specifically hit Laos. So what can I do in Laos? We can advise, set a national policy, defend interests. It doesn't look like I can do anything in Laos. So one thing I could do is
Establishing control.
have them take the executive before anything else can pop in. It's not amazing, but what else am I going to do? Okay. I guess that's good enough. New project available. Oh. Okay. Our research and development teams report they're now able to undertake the talent development project. All counselor candidates in a recruiting pool start with extra investigation and espionage, and everybody gains investigation 6? That must be talent development. Good after audience research, probably. Okay, so we can now select an advisory team. So like the management team, we can get a bonus. National investment points we direct to the economy are increased by 10%. Space program and boost. Military. I think we're going to go for emphasize international aid for this one.
Our supporters are in place.
Okay,
Our
so we now
supporters are in place.
control a fair
Our
bit.
supporters are in place.
We got our people in place.
Alright. So she's been spotted. So we could do go to ground to shake off pursuit. Because, yeah,
We'll be ready
she's
for
been
new orders
noticed.
soon.
Might be a good idea. Okay. Control point in Myanmar could use a defend interest.
Standing by.
Let's see. We can also do inspire. Advise, defend interests. How do we see? Oh, I see. It's because the initiative likes us. Kind of expensive, though. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna go take Nepal
We'll bring
instead.
this nation to our side.
Ready.
Like, doing stuff like defending
Standing by.
interest and whatnot might be valuable. But still. Okay, so there's Hungary, Slovakia we've already got a spot on. Go for Serbia. I mean, more or less take this entire area. Looks like we are making headwinds into these other countries.
Establishing
In
our
Europe.
presence.
Standing by.
Where do you need me?
Okay. Croatia could use a little bit of work.
Ready for orders. Taking control.
Where to?
But yeah, I like the idea of potentially snagging as every single one of these spots that more or less I can hold without effort.
Bringing them to our side.
And I want to kind of focus on one area just so I'm not bouncing around the map a bunch of times. I realize this is mostly me just fiddling with UI and watching percentages move, which is odd.
We've got our people in place.
We're taking over.
But like,
We've
it's
got our
weird.
people in place.
Oh. Okay. Operatives within the Resistance have detected that someone in the Toronto-Ottawa region of Canada is acting as a counselor for one of the other secret organizations. Okay, Toronto. I mean, I could actually start working on that. Okay, so we finished this. Oh, that just gets me influence points. Boring. Yeah, so this just gets us cash. Which, I mean, I guess the extra influence points, they're boring, but potentially good. Yeah, control point management capacity. This would actually be extremely good, but I think let's go for clandestine cells first, just to snag that one. Can I actually interact with somebody? Oh, we can't talk to Project Exodus. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to ignore these for the time being. Let's see. Is it my turn? No, we're just waiting the next phase. Okay. Org Marketplace has been updated. Cool. So I think I'm going to take this guy. Well, actually... do I want to surveil?
Initiating surveillance.
I'm going to start doing some surveillance.
Standing
Because if I
by
can
for
take out
orders.
their dude in the area, that'd be lovely. So Hungary's got some more spots. Armenia's going to take some more work. There's Bulgaria. No. She's probably better for finishing off points.
Bringing them on board.
Where do you
This
need
guy's
me?
better for going for, like, reaches. Because, yeah, we could start on Ireland.
Establishing control.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, so that's my control point cap. So that is also something to keep in mind. Yeah, let's go back over here and see if I can make some headwind on each of these locations. Sweden?
Establishing our presence.
And I'll have to work on boosting this at some point. Increase our cap through research or counselor's administration, command, or persuasion abilities. Okay, cool. Speaking of... she's got 12 experience, not much. 12, 12, 23. Augment. We also have some new things that can potentially boost, which I like, actually. Let's have him buy the Shinhofen books, because it boosts his his persuasion even higher and gives us further income. Other stuff is too expensive for me, unfortunately. Okay, prosperous. So they'll get rid of affluent. I think I'm just going to make this guy extremely persuasive. See if I can get to the point where I can actually start, like, getting people to turncoat. because of him, because that would be extremely nice, maybe.
Setting a watch.
Okay. Okay, crackdown in Myanmar.
Clearing things up.
We've gained significant support.
Our presence is growing.
We were unable to establish control.
Okay, we just failed in Slovakia. I'll have to work on her. Unfortunately, I don't think she's amazingly good. Okay, Myanmar is vulnerable to internal coup.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Your orders?
I think I'm going to send her over here. Gonna cost me a bit.
Protecting our interest.
Standing by for orders.
So here's the question. Crackdown. 2% success. Ouch. What about straight up purge? Yeah, so unfortunately that one's pretty durable. So this is Switzerland. They really like humanity first. Why do I feel like nobody likes me specifically? It's rude.
What's the up?
Well, I think I'm going to just have him work on
Bringing
taking
them to our
Ireland.
side.
Ready for orders.
Keep taking Sweden.
Bringing them to our side. What's the op?
Yeah, unfortunately, no good. I mean, we have a number of purges, but I don't know what my enemies I want to focus on are. And so, yeah, we're better off just having this guy. Which nation do you have targeted? I have no idea.
Taking control.
Yeah, I think I'll just have him take Bosnia. Go from there. I was hoping to crack down, but this one is entrenched. Until October. Yeah, so they snuck their way in.
Securing our control.
With each passing day, humanity shatters the boundaries of the possible. It is our certain destiny to move mountains at the touch of a button. We need only the will to do so. And your generous investment, of course. Chairman Soren van Wyk, opening remarks during Western Armory's annual earnings call.
Okay. I'm going to be kind of ambivalent about a lot of science stuff, at least for a little while. Just because there's only so much I can do about it. Okay, lost the aristocracy control point in Myanmar.
Our presence is growing.
Well, it's okay.
Our supporters are in place. Our supporters are in place.
I'm somewhat ambivalent to that part of the world, at least for the moment. I'll work on it. Okay. Let's take a look at Flores. So actually, we're getting to the point where I could take London. A little costly, but not bad.
People in place.
Ready to
He's
go.
also got extremely good
At your
stats,
service.
so
Where to?
this doesn't surprise too much. Take Finland?
We'll be running this place in no time.
Ready for my mission.
What's the op?
Okay. France is still kind of far and away. Let's see if there's any purges I can do. It's a 91%. Yeah, main problem is they're the academy. I mean, you know what?
Targeting the opposition.
Where to?
I think I'm just gonna start nuking them in the area. Take Croatia.
Bringing them to our side.
Okay, let's take a look at Council. So they've got enough to level up. Can we also... Oh, we can also customize them so that they look completely different. That's kind of nice. Probably just keep giving them that, at least for now. Okay, everything else is looking weirdly good.
It has always been true that we must leave the cradle if our species is to survive. If these aliens are indeed hostile, the time to go is now.
So they effectively just want to
They are
bail to
not
the stars.
lifeforms or xenosapiens. They are demons incarnate. They and the traitors who support them will face our judgment.
Okay. Can I actually talk to these characters?
We're taking over.
I'm not sure. Okay.
We're in control here.
So we've purged the academy from
Our supporters are
Slovenia.
in place.
We've got our
So
people
far, so
in
good.
place.
Oh, gain a control point in a large nation. Okay. So that's probably the UK. Alien base on the Hydra Tholos on Quauror. Huh. And station belonging to the aliens. Okay, so we've actually detected a hell of a lot.
How could one so young, coddled as you are by the modern world, begin to understand what war is? I did what had to be done. Closing your eyes and wishing the monster away only makes you an easier meal. Colonel Hans Castillo, during a war crimes trial.
So now we can track alien vessels and structures in the solar system and reveals all alien vessels and habitats within our detection range. Okay. So we can now work on researching alien origins. Maybe I'll have to wait for this one. So first and foremost, can I actually talk to these guys? Oh, we can also see what their income is. Global. Ah, so we can see how much everybody controls. So I'm actually doing pretty well. Okay, doesn't look like there's too much else though. Alright, well, I guess time to... let's see. Time to install ourselves as the new British monarchy or something. What do we think? 8 again? That should be pretty
We'll
good.
bring this nation to our side.
What's
Alright.
the op? Acknowledged.
So what else do we have? So, the main problem is purging our enemies is going to be kind of tricky. They are pretty well sunk in. Yeah, they defended themselves there. It's a 1% success. Council defend interest popular support. So I think we'd have to do some pretty pushy things to get in there. Oh no, gonna kick him out of
Removing our
Estonia.
enemies. Where do you need me?
I'm just gonna start working on that. So France is still kind of far. Germany is going to be a push. We could try and take Dublin, but we're already kind of there. Montenegro's in a good spot. Kosovo. Macedonia, Albania. Oh, what about just Greece?
Bringing them on board.
I'm here.
Okay. And then, yeah, I think we're just going to have her running around Yeah, we can take Hungary.
Putting
I'm just gonna have her run around just taking
Every circumstance
those.
is an opportunity. Our test is to recognize and seize it.
So the initiative encountered. Leaders of the Shadow Cabal reveal little about themselves or their methods. In some regions, they're behind rampant rumors that the alien arrival is a fabrication by Earth's governments and corporations. Others, they founded companies selling products that allegedly protect from fictitious alien disease. A fictitious alien disease they seem to have made up. Okay, we're just going to ignore that for the time being. I don't really know what to do with the initiative, as long as they're not, like, immediately a problem for me. I think I'm going to work on the academy since they're kind of in my backyard. We might also want to start pushing into Italy.
We are in control now. We failed to take control.
Okay. I'm just going to have them repeat in Greece.
We've gained significant support.
We've gained significant support.
Okay, so now we control most of England. Which, I don't know, I find this... Oh, yep, consolidates control in Myanmar. Oh. Wasn't that the one that they punched into? No. Or it kind of was. We should probably come over here and take the executive. Or no, we had the executive. Now, okay. We've got some new organizations to acquire. Let's see. Okay, so we actually have quite a number. So that'll give us ops income, which is actually huge because we don't have that. Let's see. A number of these are actually pretty cheap. Because I've got 567, so that's huge. So this would give me a ton of income, though. Expensive, though. So I want to grab Rigel. Boots would be lovely. It's a little bit of income, it's a lot of science. So, I think let's grab Rigel Protection and Chameleon Brands. There's also the Sphinx Fund, but I don't think we care about that deeply. I just want to get it so my actual monthly income is pretty good. Just to give me a little bit more headway? I don't know. Oh, UK has a third.
Ready to go.
Well, I guess I'll start working on that one. It's been kind of costly to get in here, but I think it's very well worth it. Oh, this is costing us influence per month. We're doing fine, but it means that we might want to start doing other things. Yeah, I guess punching our way kind of sort of into England has been a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Taking control.
And that's
Ready to
fine.
Go. Ready for orders.
Let's see. Yeah, 0% crackdown. You do something like a public campaign in France. Cost me a little bit of money. I'll start working on France. I think part of it is I just need to start spending research.
Reporting in.
Can I cancel that actually?
Initiating recall.
Because I can have her do. Oh, she can't? Well, it's okay. We'll just have her keep working on, like, Hungary, for example. But I think I'm going to leave it here. At least for now, this game is big, it is dense. We've mostly just been pushing numbers around. However, it's fun. I like it. I think there's nothing quite like this one. I realize it is very much your standard grand strategy game, but on a personal level, I really enjoy. I enjoy that this isn't just like a medieval grand strategy game, giving it a, you know, kind of prepping a modern world for dealing with an alien invasion feels very good to me. I do feel like it might be a little bit too reliant on just pushing my units around in weird ways. Or not weird ways, but just pushing my dudes around and kind of slowly taking land. But I do recognize that that might also be something that gets progressively easier, I guess, over time, and gets more interesting as we gain more gain access to more locations. I mean, yeah, more or less more locations. This is booster income just by a smidge. Like, as we conquer more and more of the world, and deal more and more with aliens, I think it'll be a more interesting, exciting experience. But as it stands, it's honestly kind of makes me think of like a really slow board game in a really cool like game simulator way, and one that I look forward to playing around with more later. For now, I guess I might as well mention that Terra Invicta is available on Steam, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is, once again, if you liked XCOM, but you felt like it was too much tactical combat and not enough, like, worldwide manipulation and missions, check it out. I don't think this ever does the full boots-on-the-ground approach. I think it's more or less just, like, organizing stuff like this, which is... yeah. Not as... maybe... not the same kind of, like, target audience, but from my perspective, I think it's neat all the same. Oh, and we do know that there's probably a counselor in that area. Cool. Alright, well, anyway. For now, at least, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, that's why I failed in Greece. They were already there. Huh.